So, despite my two previous videos on this subject being me quitting as a lime juicer both times, I am still wanting to explore what it's like to actually get one and charge one. And so I'm going to try a different time of day this time in order to see if I can snag one a little bit easier with less competition. So I'm now going out instead of 9 p.m. when it's hungry, hungry hippos and they release them all. And instead of going out first thing in the morning, I'm going to try around 4 p.m. So right now it's 3:45 p.m. And I'm going to time how long it takes me to try to actually get the four scooters that I have the ability to charge because I have four chargers, and we'll have an actual time breakdown of how long it takes to get a scooter versus the money you make a ratio, and also I've got the rest of the evening, if need be, to be able to do this, so I can give it a really good shot. And even if I'm getting frustrated, I'm considering this just an effort in making a video for YouTube, not actually, me trying to get paid out on this. So that's my payout, is actually completing this video where I actually get some Lime scooters to charge. So, cross your fingers for me. All right, so it's a little off, but I was able to find this one. Let me see. It's exactly 4 o'clock, 15 minutes after I started. I've got two scooters packed up in the back of my Jeep, and one was $10, one was $9, and they were right next to each other. So that's a pretty good haul. So I'm around this college area up here, but I see on the outskirts of the downtown area, there's these two that are a little far for how far these lame scooters are supposed to go, but they're around Casa Bonita. And right next to Casa Bonita, there's a really nice art store that I like to visit. And I only have two more chargers. So I'm going to see if I can get that $10 and $9 one. That one pinged 9 minutes ago and had an hour ago. And that one pinged 14 minutes ago and had an hour right ago. So I think I can get those two, and they're out of the traffic of the city down there, where everybody else could be collecting like bajillions of limes right next to each other. I think I'm going to go for the outskirts ones because they seem to be a little bit easier to get. Looks like somebody rode this one to the dentist. So I'm going to just come across this one, confirm that. It is 4:22 right now, and we've got our third one. Easy peasy. All right, so the $9 one that I saw down here has kind of disappeared. It was down here. Get out of the way. Okay, but there's a $7 one really close to me that I think I could just snag that one. To go. The ones that disappear when you move over them, I think you don't want to try to go out for them, you know? So I think this $7 one is a solid one. This app is kind of glitchy, where it shows ghosts of things a lot. So I don't know whether I want to go for those. I just really want to get home with four and just start charging them. So if that one shows up, then I think I'm gonna just grab that $7 one and call it a day, and go home and charge them and see what it's like to charge them. So this one is at an apartment complex with a lot of kids playing around it, and it's right next to their mailbox. And it is 4:34 right now, and it says unable to harvest. Find another one. Oh no! Let's try to scan it again. Confirm. Unable to harvest. Well, we've seen this before. This would have been my fourth one, but it won't let me harvest it, even though it's on the map to be able to be harvested. You know, I had it lit up. I guess now this one isn't able. Oh, there it is again. Now let me ring it. It's coming from this one, right? So I'm gonna try to harvest it. Confirm. Unable to harvest. Can't harvest it right now. Oh well, time to just go on to the next one, I guess. Because the when this happens, you just can't get it to work. So, uh, crap. First, I'm going to mark it when I find zoom in and out and get this app to work. Well, crap. See, it's the ones that disappear on the map that and reappear. They're the ones you can't harvest that well. Okay, so I'm going to report it. Got to mark it broken. And in the comments, on map as $7 harvestable, but unable to harvest. And that's how I'm going to leave it. And then I'm going to try to find one of these other ones, because there's a few more in the neighborhood. You know, I don't really want to go downtown and get to that mess. But there's two more on the outskirts right there that I think I could try to go for. So here we go. So I was really afraid about this one as I pulled up. This is the scooter right here. I was afraid it would be up on one of the balconies right there in those apartments, but we're at a Denver Public Library. And let's see if we can harvest this. Confirm, please. Yay! It is now 4:46, and I've got $37 worth of scooters here, and that's the report that they just give you. That's easy numbers right there. So 1 minute more than an hour, but I still have some drive time home, and we'll go straight home and see how long this actually is. It's a little bit more picturesque to see just the four scooters I have in the back, but that's about like the capacity of this Jeep. If I were to like get more chargers, I wouldn't be able to go around in the Jeep. I'd have to go around in the truck, and you wouldn't be able to get over the shoulder shots of the scooters behind me because of the windows and everything. And yeah, I could use my truck and fit like 20 of them in the back, but would I want to do that all day? Maybe if I had nothing better to do and I just wanted to make some money. But yeah, today the side hustle is working, and I still have like a glow from like the first two that I found, like right next to each other. It was awesome. It's kind of like that hitting a jackpot feel after you put like 50 quarters in and you hit a jackpot. And now I'm like, am I about to ride that high into losing time, and having experiences like I had my first two outings? Or am I going to learn from this and, try to strategize and only have good times doing this? I think what I've learned is you basically, you don't want to go out in the morning because there's just hardly anything out there. And then after 9 p.m., it's like hungry hippos. But in the afternoon, there's not as much competition. I haven't seen any competition. No one's pulled up as I was pulling up to one. And there's plenty to get. So, yeah. If I strategize and only do it in the afternoon, then maybe this might be something that doesn't drive me crazy with frustration. Maybe I can calm my excitement down enough to realize that I have the air conditioner on full blast while I'm trying to record, and that adds audio white noise that you guys don't need to hear. Remember my bearings. So I am at the exact point I was at 3:45 p.m. and it is now 5:15 p.m. So exactly 1.5 hours has transpired. So that's how long it took me to get $37 worth of scooters, which is my capacity right now, into the back of my Jeep and to the point where I'm going to be charging them. I'm going to say it's going to take me a negligible maybe 5 minutes to set them up to charge. And it's probably going to take me maybe 10 minutes out and 10 minutes back to get them to where I can serve them, because there's designated areas to serve them. So because I'm limited by the amount of chargers I have right now, I just made $37 for 2 hours of work, which, that's decent. As a side hustle, you could do a lot worse with your time. I guess it's about strategy, and I'm learning the ropes. Also, one final note. I didn't write down the odometer or show it on camera, but I drove 24 miles in this endeavor in that hour and a half, if that makes a difference to anyone's calculations. And with the gas mileage of this Jeep, that basically makes it about a gallon of gas. And the way that gas prices fluctuate, just figure a gallon of gas. That's it. That's the carbon footprint it took me to capture 4 scooters and attempt a 5th. And an update. We took 2 of the scooters out for a joyride, my girlfriend and I, because when you're a juicer, you can do that. And so we brought them back, and they still were at least as charged as the other ones. So they all were pretty much at the same spot, around 10-15% battery. So now it's 10:24. I plugged them in around 7 p.m. And yeah, they're at between 61 and 77% charge. So some of the batteries they vary in their ability to charge, and that's expected. But it's been about 3.5 hours now, and it looks like it's going to take at least another 3.5 hours. And I'm actually glad that I'm not picking up these scooters around 9 p.m. and then getting home by around this time, and then expecting to charge a scooter that's completely drained. I might not make it by 7 a.m. So we'll see if I'm able to get all of these scooters even charged, starting at 7 p.m. on the night before by 7 a.m. So this is what their percentages are right now at 1025, and we'll see if I make it. This is the same spot where we charge our electric lawnmower. My friend Jared thinks that I'm kind of a wussy for having an electric lawnmower, but it works. Hours later, and this is what charged scooters look like. Money, money, money. Alright, so it's 6:25 in the morning, before 7, and 7's the cutoff. I'm going to look at this bus stop right here to leave 3 Lime scooters at, because somebody already left 1. This would have been the perfect spot with 4, but sometimes I guess people have that one odd one and just feel like ruining good even numbers. But let's see what it does when I reserve it. This Lime hub is reserved for 30 minutes. That'd be nice on the other end if I could just say, I'm going to drive out to that scooter to charge it, if I could reserve it for charging. But they don't do it on that end, just this end. Huh. Okay, so we'll see how it is when I serve them. Now, since the other one is right here, the other hub, I'm just going to reserve that. And I'm going to drive this last scooter 2 blocks just because they're fun to ride. Whoa! Casey Neistat style. Here we go. Green light. Woohoo! This is fun. Woo! Yeah! Okay. Where's this place I need to serve this lime? I think it's right here. Looks like a bus stop. All right. Camera fail. You get a lot of shot of my feet there. Hope you enjoyed that. Casey Neistat, I am not. All right, last scooter in place. Serving it. All right. And here we go. There we go. So there's the penance that you have to pay if you want to do the Casey Neistat shot and you're not planning to ride the bike home. That penance is the walk of shame all the way back to your truck where you left it. Hey, Sugar. Hey, Clyde. Hey, Clyde. You want some McDog balls? McDog balls?